Hey team, just want to make a quick video. Had a kind of a weird today. I started making a video because I know that I had a lot of like cans from LaCroix water. It was when I was doing the garage sale, I was stressing and I was rearranging the apartment all the time, and I started going and getting beverages as well as granola bars, and that became a bit of a vice during stress times. And so this past week, I noticed that I drank a lot of it, and it filled the sink. And of course, I had all the cans in the sink, and I noticed that I was kind of using this vice, and I started, buying all sorts of granola bars and LaCroix. And so it was a bit of a vice. It was, and I realized that that's not good. You do want to have a healthy relationship with what you are consuming. You don't want to need it. You don't want to overindulge. And so I started making this video to say, hey, I'm going to try and mitigate this. I'm going to try to work this out so that way I don't end up over consuming on these things. Now, that being said, I kind of had a little bit of a change of heart today because I did kind of realize that outside of that, I didn't have anything else that I was drinking aside from water. So, it is okay to, I don't know that it was me spoiling myself necessarily. And I actually went and bought some in bulk, so that way I wasn't spending as much. So I was still trying to be responsible about it. And the granola bar is also a healthy food option for a snack. And I was eating it, and it was still within the My Plate guidelines for grain. I was counting it as a grain, and with the calories and everything. So it wasn't actually necessarily unhealthy to have the granola bars. I was having like 4 or 5, a day, but like as a snack. But again, it was still within the frame of the 2,200 calorie lifestyle, and it was still in the frame of being within the My Plate. So I don't know that I necessarily need to be shamed by this, which that's kind of new. It's new. I don't need to be shamed by this. I'm allowed to have beverages that aren't water. I'm allowed to have snacks sometimes too, to not be hungry. So it was a bit of a moment. It was a bit of a weird moment because I was like, wait, I don't need to give this up. It's still like within the realm of healthy-ish, so it was just kind of a weird realization. I don't need to have like 3 LaCroix a day, but I wasn't, that was on the, like kind of stressier days, or, so it's still just about being mindful. So it was a weird day. It was a weird day because it was a kind of a weird moment because today was the day where I had to make a choice, and yesterday I was so sure. I was like, I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna sort it out. I'm gonna get rid of, the granola bars and the 0 sugar bubbled water, and I realized today that I don't necessarily have to, and that's weird and also great. I still want to be responsible, and I will, but it was just strange. It was strange. So I guess there's that. And that's all I had to say. I'm just wondering if maybe you had something like that as well, that you wanted to share. But yeah, it's not necessarily unhealthy. I've been testing my blood glucose, and my blood glucose is fine too. So there we have it. So if you do have a similar experience, feel free to leave it in the comments, or let me know.